Hi, Alissa.
Hey, Katie.
Welcome to episode 354. You took a trip.
I am fresh back from Europe.
You took a trip. This week actually is a perfect time to have this discussion because this is the last week of school.
Oh, dear.
So we all need to talk a little bit about preparing for our vacation.
Yes, I thought we could use it as a nice case study.
Okay, great. How do you want to do this?
Well, I made some notes before, during, and after.
Love it.
So we can just kind of break it down into a fun little case study. If I can go to Europe for 9 days as a solo agent, so can you.
So can
Or
you.
you can go to the beach for a week with your family.
But you did take your phone, not like Kim.
Oh, no. We do have an episode where we interviewed Kim LaFleur, who went to Turks and Caicos and left her phone with her team.
Away. Yeah.
Totally no phone. I am not made for that. But I don't think I pulled out my computer while I was there.
And you had it with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, on the plane, but while I was there, I don't think I pulled it out.
Okay. How long of a plane ride is this? Do you want to tell us where you flew to?
Sure. So I went to Czech and Austria for 9 days.
Okay.
And I flew from New Orleans to London, which was about 8.5, 9 hours.
Okay.
And then I had a 2-hour flight from London to Prague.
Okay.
On my way there.
Okay.
So I had a lot of time. Now, maybe we should start like leading up to the trip.
Sure.
The pre-trip.
Give me the prep. What's the trip prep?
I do have a new agent in my office who helps me with things, and she's wonderful, but she is part-time. She has another job, and I was feeling nervous. Like I wasn't feeling good about leaving the country.
Okay.
So I kept her doing her little admin things that she helps me with. And we have a good system in place for if a new listing comes up.
Okay.
So I just left her doing exactly what she was doing.
Great.
Then we have an agent that is not a new agent, but she's new to our office.
Okay.
And she comes to our Monday morning meetings, and I just really like how she works and operates and speaks to people. She seems very, mature and confident.
Great.
So I asked her, can I pay you to help me while I'm gone?
Okay.
I said, the problem is I was realizing leading up to the trip, it's almost impossible to know what you're going to need.
Sure.
Like there was a few things, but I didn't just want to word dump everything that could possibly happen on her.
Okay.
So I was actually struggling to know how to structure this.
Like you weren't sure which part of your pipeline, like your leads and things that might
Who's going to pop it?
Who's going to turn hot?
Who's going to turn hot? So
you didn't want to download her on every single warm person on there.
No, because some of those people have been in there for months. But of course, you leave the country and everybody's ready.
Did you feel like you had any truly active buyers?
Yeah, I had a few things. I have 4 or 5 things that I knew I needed to talk to her about.
Okay.
Hey, Hustle Humbly community members, we've got a brand new member benefit just for you. We've officially compiled all of our free resources into one easy-to-find guide.
No more digging through emails, no more trying to remember which freebie link had which /, and no more being like, wait, I'm driving. What was the URL again? Now you don't have to remember any of that.
It's all in one place inside your community dashboard. Just head to the dashboard and grab the new Hustle Humbly Resource Library Guide anytime you need it.
And if you're listening and thinking, okay, I want that, you can join the Hustle Humbly community at hustlehumblypodcast.com/membership.
And so I opened my notes leading up to the trip. I probably messaged her a month before I left.
Okay.
So she said yes. She committed.
She would be available during the dates.
I wanted her to check my email, which was interesting for me I kind of loved it. I kind of want someone to check my email for me.
She checked
What
your
was
email.
nice is that she would just she checked it throughout the day because in Europe, that was the other thing, the time difference.
Okay, what was the time difference?
It was an 8-hour, 7-hour time difference.
Okay.
So a lot of my day, America wasn't waking up
Mm-hmm.
for morning until it was like 1:00 my time.
Got it.
And if I wanted to text my husband, because I know he sleeps with his phone on loud,
Mm-hmm.
I would always have to schedule to send it because
Sure.
I didn't want it dinging, waking him up when I'm at lunch and I know it's 5 a.m. there.
Okay, makes sense.
So I also did that with like a few others. Like if I wanted to text anybody else, I was
Mhm.
like, okay, they're sleeping. So I need to be mindful
Okay.
of who I'm texting. So once I knew she had committed to helping me, I started a note in my phone where anytime I thought of something that I might need to tell her about, I just wrote it down.
Okay.
But I was still feeling just very nervous about if I was going to do a good job explaining to her.
Okay, let's back up.
Okay.
When you told her the dates, did you give her a paper task, a
Yes.
paper day?
No. I said, because I talked to, we had just had our awards banquet, and my friend is a very top producing agent in our Mandeville market, and she
Okay.
just went on a trip. And I
Okay.
was like, how much? What's appropriate? And she was like, 9 days. Like I would do like $1,000.
Just be like, I'm going to give you this money
No
to
matter
read my
what.
email.
Yeah, maybe
to be
nothing
prepared.
happens.
Okay.
Maybe you don't really have to do much. Maybe you do. I don't know.
I mean, $1,000 is only $100 a day.
yeah, that's not terrible, I don't think.
No.
So I felt like we went over, okay. So yes, I said $1,000 for these dates.
Okay. And she said, okay.
And actually she only had about 7 days because I told her I like to work on the plane.
So you were going to handle
I have a 9-hour flight.
Yeah.
So you won't actually need those days.
Okay.
So anywho, she agreed, all is good. And then I started trying to make notes. I pretty much felt nervous until I told her when it gets closer, we will have coffee and I will sit down with you
Okay.
and we will go over everything.
Do the download.
Yes.
Okay.
I felt so much better after coffee.
Oh, great.
So we met for coffee like 2 or 3 days before I left to where I could just go down the list, say, if you hear from this person, if you hear from this person, if you hear from this person. And so we just made notes. I said, I have buyers all the time that are just looking
Mm-hmm.
and they'll send me an address.
Okay.
I showed her how I check the property disclosure, make notes on those things.
Okay.
I said, I also have a few buyers set up for the email of a new listing to come to me
Okay.
because I like to check them before I send them to the buyer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get an email that says Jennifer House, that just means I need to check the property disclosure
Okay.
and see if it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could do that, that would be great. So I had some things like that. And then I had some specific situations. Like I know I need you to meet the alarm company at this house to install an alarm for my seller who's out of the state. I know that I need this buyer is probably going to need to see this house. Like there were things that I did know about, but it wasn't a ton. It was
Okay.
more trying to prepare her for what could happen. I said, but look, we are not emergency room doctors.
Did she seem nervous?
It was funny because she's so organized and like put together, but she is not an email freak like me. So I think she found my email. She's like, you just delete this email? I was like, yeah, the junk email? Yeah, I want when I open my email, I want it to have like what I need to do in there.
Mhm.
If I don't need to do it or address it or it's already been addressed, I don't want it in my inbox.
Okay. Yeah.
So I sort of had to explain to her that my email is my to-do list.
Right.
So if it's in my inbox, it's on my to-do list.
Right.
If I don't need to do anything,
It has to go.
you can get it out of there. And she
Mhm.
was like, wow, this is amazing. So I think she kind of liked it. And she did a really good job.
Okay, good.
Because I would peek in there on my phone every now and then, and it was always so tidy because all the junk was just like,
Yeah,
get out of here.
filtered out.
Mhm.
Okay, well, that was good.
Yeah. So I was a little nervous. Like, what if something gets deleted? Nothing got deleted. That didn't need to be. Everything was fine. She did a great job. I don't even know who all she responded to.
Oh, y'all didn't really have a download.
I mean, she was like, I'll let you know if it was like, I said, if it's someone that reaches out and says, hey, Alissa, I want to sell my house. Let me know when's a good time for you. I'm like, don't respond to that. I will respond to that
Yeah,
depending
okay.
because I want to see who it is.
Yeah.
So about 5 days before I left, this is where things got a little tricky because I had this client who I actually sold them their home in like 2016, and we had a great time selling.
Okay.
And she reached out to me, and her first email was really weird. It was like, "Hey, Alissa, we are making a big move, and I wanted to see if you had availability to be our listing agent. I know you're super busy, but I have other realtor friends if you feel like you can't take a new client at this time."
Weird. Okay.
And it did sort of get in my feelings a little bit because I wanted to be like, why would you feel that way? Like, what makes you feel like I'm too busy?
So busy.
At the end of the day, I don't think it's that she felt I was too busy. I think she was actually struggling because since I helped her, she now knows more agents.
Okay. She was giving you an out.
I think so.
Because she needed an out.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
That's now that and then it was unfortunate because I said, sure. Because I'm like, oh, shoot, I leave on Friday. Today is Monday. So I'm like, I can meet Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm giving them leading up to the trip. I let my boundaries slide a good bit because I knew
get everything done.
I was trying to get everything done.
Yeah.
So I told my husband, like, I might need to go show this house at 5:30. I might need to go here on Saturday. I might need the second somebody asked for something, I was kind of like, sure.
Yeah, we have to cross this off the list.
And I kind of I wasn't feeling burnt out by it.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had this big trip coming up.
You're in preparation to be off.
Yeah. So I was trying to just handle as much as I could. So I said, look, I can do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, tell me. And she's like, oh, well, we're actually out of town this week.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Could you do Saturday? And I'm like, no,
I'll be way out of town.
And then I can't meet with you for like 10 days. So
what did you do?
I said, well, and then I only felt a little okay because she was out of town. I'm like, if you're allowed to go to town, so I'm allowed to go to town.
Oh.
I said, well, here is the problem. I said, I will be out of town the following week.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you'd be willing to wait for me. Mm-hmm. I, of course, want to work with you. Okay. I would love to work with you. I loved that house when I sold it to you. I remember it being such a great property. I would love to work with you and your family again.
Okay.
So if you are willing, I can send you like a preliminary checklist to work on while I'm gone, just basic decluttering, depersonalizing. And then when I get back, we can do a formal walkthrough. I said I can also go ahead and send you the disclosures to start working on so you can be ahead because I usually don't give those till after our meeting. Well, she waited like 3 days to respond. I'm like, I lost them. And I was sick about it. Like I was upset about it for a few reasons. Their house is in an upper price point that I have trouble breaking into. And like all my listings lately have been like 200, 300, and that's fine and that's good. But I'm like, I have to sell so many houses. Then finally, my 800 client reaches out and I'm going to lose them. Like I was just sick about it, So she finally responded and said that when I get back, she's out of town. Because they've already started
coming and going.
I didn't really. Yeah, she said we're coming and going. We've already got a rental where we're going. Like we're in a hurry. So I was like, dang it. But wouldn't you know, I met the husband the day I got back. I was so tired and our meeting went so well. And he was so impressed with my notes and my checklist and like everything's good and I'm going to get the listing. So everything's fine.
Okay.
But I was nervous. I was nervous to say, I'm going to be out of town. Do you mind waiting?
It was the truth.
There was nothing I could do.
Because you wouldn't have sent the new agent on a listing appointment.
No.
Yeah. No. So you just.
If you had a team, I guess that would be appropriate.
Yeah.
But to send an agent that is not
going to be the listing.
Yeah. No, you can't do that. Mm-mm. Then it's their listing, right?
It would, yeah.
They did not work on their checklist at all.
You haven't been busy while I told you to work.
Like I walked in the house and was like, I'm going to be here for a long time because the house is very lived in. They have a lot of kids. And it's been very lived in.
Oh, wow.
And I was there for a very long time. And now they're working very quickly on their checklist.
Not yet listed, but will be.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So that was the only stressful client. As people came up, I had no problem telling my buyers, hey, I'm actually going to be out of town, but I have a colleague helping me.
Did she do some showings
She did
for
some
you?
showings for me.
Do you remember like about how many?
Maybe like 3.
Okay.
She had to meet an appliance person. She had to meet the alarm people. A few little things like that.
Okay.
It wasn't something every day.
Okay.
And actually, when I got back, I went to pay her and she was like, I really feel like $1,000 is too much for what I did for you. And I said, you cannot put a price on peace of mind and I'm sending you $1,000.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was going to ask then. Like, did you felt like it was the appropriate?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Perfect.
So I was kind of glad to feel she didn't feel so overwhelmed.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Like she wasn't super
How
stressed.
much work did you really do on the plane?
So the plane ride there, like none.
Because you had been wrapping things up.
Well, I had been wrapping things up and the plane left New Orleans at 10 p.m.
So you were sleeping.
The goal was to sleep, but it was terrible. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, it's hard.
I tried everything I could. It was like the harder I tried to sleep, the more I couldn't. And then I was just getting mad and aggravated. But my friend was sleeping. So the whole reason I went on this trip, one of my favorite girlfriends, she moved to America in 2019 and she was born and raised in Czech. So her whole family's in Czech. She has been asking me to come with her to Czech to see her hometown. I've met some of her family already because they've come to America. But like Tate has been so little in the time like the first time she asked me, Tate was 1. And I was like, I'll never be able to travel again. And then lately my husband has been having to travel a good bit for his work. So I kind of felt like I could cash in my card.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you've been gone a lot. I would like to cash in my day,
my travel time,
my accrued vacation time.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
And he was totally fine with it and held down the fort and everything. So we take turns, but it was just awesome to just me and her go. Yeah. She knew all the local spots.
That's
we had
fun.
Dinner with her friends who reminded me of like all my high school friends. Her parents, her dad, oh my gosh, just reminded me of my dad so much.
That's funny.
It was just so funny. Like we were driving somewhere. Her dad was driving us 2 hours to this other city that we wanted to go see. And there was like an ice cream stand on the side of the road, which I guess is sort of comparable to our snowball stands. Like it's a common thing there.
Yeah. Okay.
He was like, I want ice cream. And he like pulled over. And I was like, my dad would totally do this.
That's so funny.
But it was hard because her parents don't speak any English.
Oh, wow.
So I had tried Google this has nothing to do with real estate, but I had tried the Google translating app, but it was just too slow. So do you know it worked? ChatGPT?
Oh,
you just put it on like the talking one, and as he talks, it
told you what it was.
It interprets it. Once we got to where we could communicate pretty well, he was so excited to show me their cabin because the real estate there is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Right.
Like things date back to like the oldest thing I saw was from 900 AD.
Wow.
And it was a house. It was crazy. So it was funny because I had ChatGPT going and he was explaining to me how the boiler system worked because I was actually curious and asking questions, and he was excited that I cared about the construction of the cabin.
Sure.
But it was funny because I texted our home inspector, Whit. I said, I am getting a tutorial of a European boiler system, and I like sent him a screenshot of ChatGPT showing the Czech and then the English translation. And he was like, this is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. This is the stuff Instagram doesn't care about. I was like, yeah.
I need to know all about the boilers.
None of this will be posted there. But anywho, we had a great trip. So in the morning, I would sort of like wake up, peek in my email, see if there was anything in there that I needed to actually pull out my computer for.
Okay.
Most of it was just quick little things that I just responded to, and then I went about my day.
Did you speak to any of your clients while you were away?
So it's funny you should ask. One night we were getting in bed. We were exhausted. It was like midnight. We're watching TV, and I do have this one client who is just a little needy right now, and I didn't tell her I was leaving. Because she would be the kind to just
Like lose it?
no, just make a comment. I'm like, I will handle you as I had sort of been guiding her to my
Is she
email.
a buyer or a
She's
seller?
a seller.
Okay. Currently listed?
Mhm.
Okay.
And so it's midnight and she's calling me, but I have to remember it's not midnight
Not there.
where she is.
Right.
And I actually went to, so I had in my text messages, it's set up where when the phone rings, you can press that button that automatically texts them. And it says, hey, I'm out of the country these dates. I am monitoring my email. I have colleagues monitoring my email. So if you need something, that is the best way to reach me.
Okay.
I was about to press that button. And then I was just like, why don't you just quickly? She is quick on the phone.
Okay.
I'm like, why don't you just deal with it? And I had a choice. I could have, but I just didn't feel like telling her.
Because you didn't want her to necessarily know that you had gone this long without her knowing.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just told my friend, I was like, don't kill me. I'm going to answer this phone call. She was like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. And it was like a 5-minute conversation. And she had a question that totally could have been an email or a text message.
Right.
But she's a phone talker. And I
Okay.
just answered it. And then I went to bed.
So she never knew you were gone.
No. I mean, I knew if I texted her that, then she'd be like, what? Oh my gosh, I didn't know it. And then I'm like, then I have to read her email and respond to an email. And I just would rather just get this over with.
Okay. But she was the only one you talked to?
Mhm.
Okay.
Everybody else, I did tell certain people that I knew.
you were gone?
Yes.
How many active listings did you have at the time of your departure?
I had like 4.
Okay.
And then I have so many in the works, people prepping. So before I left, I went to these people like 2 or 3 weeks before and just said, listen, I am going to be gone these dates. So we either have to do it before or after.
Yeah.
And they were like, after. There was one that was like before. So we hurried. And then one said, I'm ready, but we scheduled photos while I was gone.
Okay.
The young agent that helps me, she goes to the photography stuff normally.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't a big deal. That just went as normal.
Okay.
So that got listed while I was gone.
Okay.
And I really, let me check my notes. I don't think I talked to anybody else. No, I didn't use my computer. Yeah. That was pretty much it. Like while I was gone, once I got on the plane, it just felt like, okay, I'm here. I can do this.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be fine. And then you have to realize too, I'm not just stressing about work. Like I had to coordinate all the kids' stuff,
Mhm.
make sure everything was good there. Haven was feeling very emotional. So I go out of town a lot. I love to travel. And this is the first time Haven, who is now 9, was sad about it.
Oh,
like
no.
neither of my kids have ever been like weepy at departures.
She was upset.
She was like crying and like the day that I left. And I was like, what am I going to do? I'm not used to her being this way. So she has an iPad for school. We don't use it for anything else. Like it just has her school apps on there and we don't have games or Netflix or anything. But when I set it up, I had to make its own email address
Mhm.
to make it a kid iPad, like, Jenkins family, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, I'm not going to be able to call her much and I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
So the time difference, they're going to be at school. So I taught her how to email
Okay.
and was like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to email you a few pictures each day,
Mm-hmm.
what I did, and you can email me back. And I taught her. We practiced. And she
Mhm.
was like, oh, this is so cool,
Okay, so she emailed you.
She emailed me. So
I am dying because you not only pushed your clients to email, you're like, you know what, kid? Just email me.
just email me.
Just email me.
I am going to be like at lunch when you're getting ready for school.
Oh my God.
And when you're getting ready for bed, I'm going to be asleep. So like,
there was no time to talk.
no. Now on Saturday, they had a big jujitsu tournament and they both won. And
Oh,
we did a
cute.
FaceTime and they showed me their medals and that was great.
Okay.
Everybody was happy. What I have found in the past, and this is when they were younger, I guess, but when I would go, if either me or Tanner were out of town and tried to FaceTime the kids, they would start crying.
Oh, they were
So it's like
upset.
they're happy, they're fine, and then it's like, hey guys, look at Dad on the phone, and they're like,
where
Dad,
are
I
you?"
miss you. Where are you? And I'm like, they didn't even remember you were gone until I showed your face.
Okay, right.
So then me and Tanner just stopped like FaceTiming when either of us were gone.
I
And we've
see.
been doing that for years.
They might be old enough now to handle a FaceTime.
Well, I don't know because Haven was still like, but it actually went really well.
Okay.
So it was fine.
She just messaged you.
We emailed, yes. She
Okay.
emailed me about her day.
Right.
I emailed her. And then it was funny because she told Tanner's mom about the emails. And Tanner's mom's like, I want to be on this email list. I want to like see what you're doing. So then I told my mom how funny it was. And my mom was like, well, I want to be on this email. And then
That was a group chat between Haven and...
And then my dad was like, I hear your mom's getting emails about your trip. So now I would send an email to Haven, but I blind copied my mom, my dad, and my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
So everybody, it was actually really fun because they got to see what I did every day.
Mhm.
And I would be like, hello, it's 5 a.m. here, but it's 11 p.m. where you are, or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Like I would just tell them what time it was
Funny.
and show pictures. And Haven would respond and send me pictures of the dogs. And it was funny because when I was headed to the airport to get on the plane, hadn't left the city yet, I get my first email from her.
Oh,
I'm
she was
like,
already emailing
I
you?
got an email. Subject line said, mad.
Oh, she's...
And then the content said, hi. And then it was just a picture of her making a really mean face.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was like,
Tell me how you really feel.
yeah. So I told Tanner, I texted Tanner. I said, I need you to very kindly and delicately go tell Haven that the email is not to send sad messages. It is to be a happy.
What did he say? Did he
positive.
laugh?
He laughed, but I didn't want him to go be like too rough.
Mom
on
said
her.
you can't send mean messages.
Yeah. Like, don't send her mean messages. Like, don't fuss her. I know she's struggling right now.
Okay.
She's also just now learning to really type.
Okay.
So her messages were very short.
Well, yeah, it's hard.
Because she's like
Punch
pecking
and
away.
peck, yeah.
Yes, peck.
Oh, my Lord.
So that was fun.
What if I told you the secret to efficient client management was free?
And simple, and keeps everything in one place.
That's exactly what Alissa's updated Trello tutorial delivers.
This is the system I use for every single transaction, and it saves me hours.
No more digging through emails or juggling a million checklists. In fact, she's even going to teach you how to use it with the Hustle Humbly transaction checklist.
Just one beautiful Trello board that keeps your business running smoothly.
Grab the tutorial now at hustlehumblypodcast.com/Trello.
Because simple systems equal happy agents. But anywho, leading to the end of the trip, I flew back alone.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Because my friend stayed. When she goes over, like she wanted me to stay for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, girl, I can't do that. Like,
so she stayed longer.
She always stays longer.
Got
so
it.
she stays with her family. She went and saw her grandparents after I left and spent time with her niece and nephews.
I see.
So I knew I was flying back solo. I love flying solo, by the way, just being in the airport and I just love it. So I was sort of the last like 3 days really checking out of my email because I just knew I can handle that later. I can handle that later, you know? And there were many times where I would send something or say.
Was she sending you a message update?
No, I told her to just reach out if she needed me and she never reached out.
She never did?
No, she did awesome.
Okay, great.
So, like, example, I got a voicemail one time from like this agent that's like, I'm trying to schedule an appointment and it's not working. And I'm like, I can't do it.
You're like, ma'am.
So I forwarded the voicemail to her and was like, can you call her back? And then next thing I know, I get a confirmed showing on my listing. I'm like, geez. So there were times where I would send her something or I would say, hey, I saw this just came in. Can you send it to these people to sign and copy this person to get a copy?
Yeah.
So there were times where like, I know she sees it there, but she's probably like, I don't know if it, you know. So I would just give her but very little. Like I did not talk to her while I was gone.
Okay.
So that was nice.
That's good.
She was awesome.
Okay.
My trip was awesome. So anywho, I was storing up
all the email for
the stuff because I knew my plane was coming and I would have this long plane ride.
Okay.
So, and it's a daytime plane ride. So I was like, and I also was like, even if it's not, I just don't think I'm
You didn't sleep well the first time.
It just made me mad and made me feel bad that I was trying to sleep and couldn't. So I was committed. I was just going to work on my computer, get in my happy spot, and then maybe watch some movies.
Great.
The Wi-Fi was out
Oh, no.
on the whole 9-hour plane ride.
Oh, dear.
And it was so frustrating because I was like, I had stuff in there that I needed to address and I had been putting off.
Okay.
And I bought Wi-Fi on my phone and my laptop. Every now and then, it must like connect and it would connect, disconnect. And I couldn't write an email. I could type it and then it wouldn't send. And then like maybe one would go through. And then I thought, I just have to let this go.
Right. It wasn't working.
And then I'm like, but this offer had came in on one of my listings.
Oh, dear.
And the response time was like in 9 hours. And it had came in my middle of the night. And I knew that it had been seen. I had told the agent, like, hey, I'm just going to handle it.
Yeah.
Well, now I can't handle it at all. So my texts were going through a little bit, but they were very delayed. Like they would be like blue, 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 green. And then it would be like undelivered. So I would just have to wait for these pockets of Wi-Fi where I'm trying to. So I'm messaging her and I'm saying, hey, I thought I could do this and I can't because the Wi-Fi is going out. I don't know if you're going to get this message. And if you do, I probably won't be able to respond right away because it's so spotty.
Okay.
So for about 3 hours of my 9-hour plane ride, I was texting with her to help me. I said, in my email templates, I have a offer received template. I just need you to go through the offer and fill it out. You know, that's why the templates were like amazing.
Yeah, sure.
My email is written in my voice. I just need you to like fix it. So she was able, thank God, to get the email to my sellers because I had it all typed and I couldn't send it. So I was so frustrated.
She could see it typed on her end? Okay.
So it just got to where I basically just closed my computer and tried to watch a movie on the TV of the plane.
What they were giving
me. And then I was checking my phone. I cleaned out my photos from the trip.
Okay, well, that was useful.
Yeah. And then when I landed, so I went on the way home, I went Prague to London, which was 2 hours, London to Chicago.
Okay.
Then I had a 4-hour layover in Chicago, which turned into a 6-hour layover in Chicago because of delays. But in a way, it worked out.
You did all your work.
I did all my work on the layover.
Okay.
And was like, okay, this is good. This is good. Then I made it home. I didn't get home till like 1 a.m.
Oh, so late.
So late. I was supposed to be home at like 10 p.m. But because of all the delays, I didn't get home until 1 a.m.
Okay.
I hadn't slept in 26 hours.
Oh, no.
I was in and I'm not good on no sleep. I get like emotional.
Right.
And the next morning, my kids came in and jumped in the bed and were so excited to see me.
Sure.
And I was so excited to see them. Like I was like, it took everything in me not to go like climb in bed with them when I got home.
Right, when you got home.
But I told all my clients I wasn't coming back till Thursday.
Okay. And you got back on
Wednesday.
Got it.
Well, Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, 1 a.m.
Okay.
So I woke up. The kids really wanted me to take them to school. So I took them to school and then I came home and I got back in bed. And I slept, but it was not good sleep. But then I just sort of unpacked a little bit and slept good that night.
Okay.
So it was a little hard to adjust. And then the next day it was like the universe. Here's what was surprising to me.
Okay.
While I was gone, it was so easy and smooth. And I just kept telling myself, I'll just handle it as it comes. When somebody messages me to, hey, we're thinking about buying and they're new, or I'm thinking about like, I'll just handle it as it comes. Nobody really did that while I was gone. The second I got back, it was like my phone wouldn't stop ringing. I'm thinking, was it able to ring while I was in Europe?
They just couldn't even call?
Maybe they couldn't even call. I mean, I got a few voicemails.
Weird.
But nothing like I do in the U.S. It's almost like the universe was like, hold, please.
Your calls are being held
Your calls are being held.
That was
you
nice.
Can deal with everything. So the trip itself, leaving, went perfectly smooth.
Okay.
No clients were lost or upset or disgruntled.
This is good.
I had help. I felt good. I enjoyed my trip. I didn't lose sleep. I didn't have to pull out my computer.
Okay.
When I got back, the first few days back were very hard. I just had I was so tired.
Yeah.
And I should have said, I'm not back till Friday.
Right.
But it was just a lot.
Because you went to that listing
Thursday.
right away.
Oh, yes. One. I didn't have to meet anybody there.
Okay.
So I had one client Wednesday. So I got back from carpool.
Mm-hmm.
I slept from 8 until 1 p.m.
Okay.
Woke up, had no idea where I was.
No doubt.
So confused and sweaty and just like, what happened? Like, I don't even sweat when I sleep. And I was like in another world. But I had told this client who was in a hurry that they live in Texas now. And he was like, can I leave the key and you go to my house and take some pictures and like make a list for me?
Sure.
I was happy to do that because I had to pick the kids up anyway and it was right by their school. So I did that on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then Thursday I had like, I wanted to take a slow day, but I just couldn't. Like everybody was needing stuff. I had a deal that the lender, it was falling apart. I didn't know it was falling apart. My client didn't know it was falling apart. The lender was trying to fix it and didn't want to bother me while I was out of the country.
Yeah.
And then waited too long to tell us how bad of a problem it was. And
do you wish the lender had talked to you?
no, because I think I trust her judgment call because there's nothing I could have done.
You're right.
What needed to be done was beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
So
did it resolve itself?
the buyer ended up calling in a family favor and a family member just paid cash for the house so we could close. The loan was denied the day before closing.
Oh my.
And thank God they had a family member that was able to do that.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
That's
because you were here that day.
Yeah.
So it never got it was like denied. Over.
Loan's over.
Loan's over. Loaned. I have not had a loan get denied
Yeah.
after we are under contract.
That far into it.
What in the world?
That's crazy.
But thankfully it all worked out.
okay.
So yeah, I had leading up to my trip, I was purposefully scheduling closing dates for that Friday. Like I did not, when I was writing purchase agreements or receiving purchase agreements, I would even counter the close date to make sure.
So you had more than one closing on Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
I had 3.
Okay.
So all of them closed while I was there.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't have to worry about anybody attending a closing or a walkthrough for me while I was gone.
Okay.
So it worked out.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just all kind of worked out.
It all worked out.
I have been home for a week.
Okay.
And I'm not fully settled yet.
Okay.
So
it takes a while.
Yeah. Like my mind is still tired. Like my brain is still tired. And adjusting to not checking your email to checking your email. In some ways, it feels kind of good. And in some ways, I'm struggling with it.
To keep up or just
to care.
You're like, I actually don't care about this right now.
Yeah, I just...
that hasn't turned back on in your brain?
I'm just
care.
like...
I don't care about your home search right now.
No, not like that. More like... like when this lender called me to tell me we're not closing tomorrow or ever.
Yeah.
Normally, I would be like...
devastated?
Yeah. Panicked.
Yeah.
What? I have to call this listing
But you were
agent?
just too tired to have that kind of emotional response.
I just went,
okay.
oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. And you just found out? Like, what? Help me understand what happened while I was gone. Does he know you're having problems? Like, no. Like, she just hadn't communicated that. I think she thought she could fix it without having to alarm anybody. And then...
which is kind.
Is kind. And honestly, the only reason I wish I would have had more notice would be to tell the seller. Like, I don't want to tell the seller the day before. I want to give them a heads up that things are looking rough.
Yeah.
In this rare situation, it worked out where a family member had cash. Any other situation,
95% of the time,
that would have been
the end of the story.
I would have been devastated, sick to my stomach to call that agent
and
tell them that the loan got denied the day before closing.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to do that. And I know that the lender felt terrible about it. She's a really good lender. So I don't know exactly what happened. I just know that it was bad. And I almost enjoyed being so tired that I couldn't
Care.
react. Like, I
Mhm.
just had to be like, it is what it is, and I can't
You were just
do
like a little real
anything.
estate zombie.
I was.
Okay.
I was just a little robot going, oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah. And then my kids had some like issues.
Some ish. They had
That was
some-
stressful. Like Haven, when I left, had this little tiny skin. It looked like she skinned her knee just a little bit, like the
Uh-huh.
size of a quarter. And I was like, hey, what'd you do to your knee before I left? She's like, I'm like, you fell? She's like, I don't know. I don't remember falling. I'm like, that's weird. Well, when I get back, it's like her whole knee and it's like her arm and it's on her back. And I'm like, did nobody notice this? That my child, like, how did school not call me?
Right.
So I rushed her to the doctor like as soon as I could. And it was easy to treat. It's just a little staph infection, like it's called impetigo.
Mhm.
Very easy to treat.
Right.
And it's gone now.
But must be treated.
Must be treated.
By somebody.
And then you have to clean all the linens in your house and do all this stuff just to make sure it's not like spreading.
Because it can spread.
It can spread. And I'm just like, so I'm dealing with that and I'm dealing with work and I'm dealing with myself and I'm still not fully adjusted yet. But overall, it went great.
Right.
I think that if you're taking a really long trip, you should give yourself some buffer.
You have to have a lot of buffer.
A lot of buffer when you get back.
I know. It's really hard to reserve that time.
It
Because you
is
feel like,
hard.
well, I'm physically here.
I know.
It's a slippery slope.
Right.
You have to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
You did not.
I
You just
didn't.
slid right down that slope.
I did.
You were like, I'm here.
Uh-huh.
You need me to come by? No problem.
Well, Thursday, I thought I would be better by Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I was going to be home Tuesday night at 9:00.
Right.
So I would sleep all night Tuesday night and
No,
all
you
night
did
Wednesday
not.
night.
Mm-mm.
And that didn't happen. And I had already scheduled. And the things I scheduled were important. It was
Mhm.
my Thursday morning final walkthrough
Yeah.
with the closing that almost didn't happen.
Right.
And it was a new construction. So we had a 30-page
Like punch list?
punch list
Yeah, it's a lot to
check. So I
Yeah.
knew it was important for me to be there. But
Yeah.
I thought by Thursday morning, I'll be fine. But I wasn't.
You were not buying.
And then after the walkthrough, I received the news that it may not even happen. And the builder had like unstaged the house. Katie,
Oh no.
it was awful.
They had unstaged the house.
Yeah, 'cause
because
we're
the
closing
closing
the
was the
next
next day.
So it was just a lot.
Ooh, that's
It was too
bad.
much. So I thought I would be okay by Thursday.
Fine.
And I wasn't. But
What would you do differently?
I thought scheduling things for the Friday when I got back would be good. I needed a little bit more time.
So you
I
would've-
made it through.
Yeah. But you would have preferred to just be still off the grid.
Off the grid and having more time to plan.
Hey, let that agent earn the rest of that money they didn't feel like they
so
earned.
it's funny because I actually messaged her and was like, what's the rest of your week like? And she was like, I'm going out of town. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it's totally fine. In fact, if you need anything while you're out of town, let me know.
You really, when you get on that slope and you're sliding down, you're like, by
I'll
the
take
way,
it all.
I'm happy to help you as well.
Yeah, I'll take it all.
Things are rough, but it's okay.
It's fine. I think that's where my mind went between like the kids stuff and my house situation and then deals falling apart. I'm like, I had asked Tanner about the knee. I'm like, did you notice it? And he was like, some days it looked like it was getting better. And some days he was like, every time I would think I needed to go to the doctor, it looked like it was healing. And I didn't want to bother you. I'm like, this lender is like, I'm over here in Europe thinking everything's great. I didn't know.
They were just like, I don't want to bother you. Things aren't great. Just go on, live your life.
It was fine. She's all better now. I mean, within the first dose of antibiotics, it was like
She was fine.
gone, you
Right.
know? Could have been gone 9 days ago, but that's fine.
I mean, yeah.
It's fine. So it was just people didn't want to bother me, which I tried to tell the important clients, don't feel like you're bothering me.
Right.
It would make me sad if you went somewhere else because you didn't want to bother me.
Right.
Hearing from you actually makes me feel good because I know that you're comfortable reaching out when you need something.
Yeah.
I said, there may be a delay, but I will respond and
Mhm.
everything will be fine. So when I was wanting my clients to know, like, that's what email is for.
Yeah.
You know, we are not, nothing would be in that email that had to be addressed
Right.
within 30.
Immediately. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
No.
Okay.
So it was fine.
I'm so glad
Mhm.
that you're back and everything went well. There is an episode on taking a day off, just a singular day off.
Yeah.
It's a little baby story on that. That's number 57.
Okay.
And then the vacations how-to guide
Yeah.
is 102,
Okay, that's a good one.
which is similar to what you've just described to us, but it's
But this is a real case scenario.
This was just a case study.
And then Kim's episode was more recent, where
Yeah.
she went on vacation and she left her whole phone.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what number she was, but
Mhm.
it was pretty recently.
Mhm.
Either way, there's quite a lot of episodes. Let's find Kim really quick, and I'll tell you. I got it.
So I feel like it went
331.
good. Okay, 331. So if
Mhm.
you are taking a trip and you need some tips or advice or encouragement, episode 57, episode 102, episode 331.
That's right.
Because we deserve to travel.
Yes, I mean you have jobs so you can have a life.
Yeah,
So you have to actually live the life.
exactly.
Don't save those trips for when you retire.
Yeah.
We all know realtors don't retire.
So I'm not on a team. I
Right.
have children.
Right.
I have it, like, it all worked out.
They all survive.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's fine now.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Wait, before you go, if you enjoyed this episode and if we brought you value, take a minute to rate the show, leave a review, or drop a comment.
We are giving away our best stuff for free. Find it at hustlehumblypodcast.com/freebies.
We'd also love to see you in Hustle Humbly community. Join us there at hustlehumblypodcast.com/membership.
We love chatting with you in our DMs. Find us on social media at Hustle Humbly Podcast and say hello.
If you have an episode topic or someone you'd like to toast on the show, please email us at team@hustlehumblypodcast.com.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Hustle Humbly Podcast. See you next week.